Good morning everyone. Ang ating discussion ngayon will be the inverse trigonometric and inverse hyperbolic. So kailangan po nating malaman yung kanilang derivatives. So para sa differentiation ng inverse trigonometric functions, we have the following formulas. So una is yung derivative of arc sine of u with respect to x is equal to 1 over the square root of 1 minus u squared multiplied by the du dx. So yung du dx po na tinutukoy dyan, ito po yung ating derivative ng ating argument or yung argument ng ating arc sine. Para naman sa derivative ng arc cosine of u with respect to x, that is equal to negative 1 over the square root of 1 minus u squared multiplied by du dx or the derivative of the argument. So bakit merong du dx? So merong du dx kasi via chain rule, i-apply natin yung chain rule dito, kaya yung derivative ng argument ay parati po siyang dinadagdag o yung du dx nga na tinatawag. Next is yung derivative ng arctangent of u with respect to x, that is equal to 1 over the square root of 1 plus u squared times the derivative of the argument, which is the du dx. And then for the derivative of the arc cotangent of u, so kulang po ito, arc cotangent of u with respect to x, that is equal to negative 1 over 1 plus u squared times the du dx or the derivative of the argument. Then, panglima, the derivative of arc secant of u with respect to x is equal to 1 over u times the square root of u squared minus 1 times du dx. And for the derivative naman ng arc cosecant of u with respect to x, yan po ay negative 1 over u, the square root of u squared minus 1 times du dx. So ano nga ba itong mga inverse trigonometric functions na to? So yung inverse trigonometric functions po, ito po yung functions na ginagamit natin para hanapin po yung angle o yung isang argument. So halimbawa, kung meron po tayong function na y is equal to cosine of u and gusto po nating malaman kung ano yung value ng u, ano yung value ng argument u, ang gagawin natin sa kanya para mahanap ang u, that is equal to arc cosine of y. So, dyan ngayon nanggagaling yung tinatawag na inverse trigonometric function. So, yung u na yan is yung angle. Dahil kailangan natin malaman yung angle niya, yung ginawa natin is nag-arc cosine po tayo. So, kaya meron tayong arc sine, arc cosine, arc tangent, arc cotangent, arc cosecant, arc secant. Yung negative po na nandyan, hindi po yan exponent. So yan po ay nagsisignify na ito ay inverse trigonometric. Hindi yan sine raised to negative 1. So mali po yun. Ito ay denotion na nagsisignify na inverse trigonometric yung hinahanap natin. Okay, so kakabisaduhin lang po itong mga formula na to dahil formula-based po yung pag-derivative dito. Ngayon kung mapapansin natin, meron ulit positive and negative dyan. So yung sine, itong sine, tangent, and secant, puro positive po yan. And then lahat ng merong ko sa unahan, for example, cosine, cotangent, and then cosecant, lahat sila may negative. So, si sine tsaka si cosine, parehas lang siya nung derivative. Ang difference lang is yung sign. Si cosine may negative, si sine positive. Si arctangent and then si arccotangent, parehas lang rin sila ng formula for their derivatives. Si arctangent positive, si arccotangent negative. And then si secant and cosecant, same lang rin ng formula. Positive si secant, negative si cosecant. So, kailangan po i-memorize yung mga formulas na ito dahil ginagamit ito sa integral calculus and then differential equations for your next calculus subject. Okay, so proceed po tayo sa kasunod. So, try natin ang example number 1. So, for example number 1, we're going to find the first derivative of y is equal to arcsine of x squared. So, ito po yung ating function. And dinahanap po natin dyan is yung dy dx o yung ating y prime. So, dy dx, or that is equal to dy dx is equal to derivative of, ang value po ng y natin is arcsine of x squared, then dx. So, hanapin po natin yung ating first derivative. Okay, so identify muna natin kung ano yung ating u. So, yung ating u po dyan is yung argument, no? So, yung argument natin is yung x squared. And then, identify natin yung ating du, or the derivative of u with respect to x. So, ang ating du is derivative ng u, which is x squared. So, yan ay equal to 2x. So, ano nga ba yung ating formula para sa derivative ng arcsine of u? Kasi meron tayong arcsine of x squared. So, yung ating formula is, so, ating formula 1 over square root of 1 minus u squared. And then, multiplied by the du dx. Ito po yung ating formula para sa arcsine of u. Since meron na tayong formula, isa-substitute na lang natin yan. So, yan ay equal to 1 over square root of 1 minus, ang ating u is equal to x squared. So, magiging x raised to 4 na siya kapag in-squared natin yung x squared. Multiplied by the du dx, which is equal to 2x. So, ngayon, ang ating po ngayong sagot is equal to 2x times 1. So, multiply natin siya sa numerator. That is equal to 2x all over square root of 1 minus x raised to 4. So, ito po yung ating final answer. Okay, next. Okay, next naman natin, meron tayong function na y is equal to arctangent of 1 plus 4w. And then, hanapin po natin dyan is dy dw, no? So, nagkamali lang ito. So, dy dw, or derivative of y with respect to w. So, ano ba yung formula natin para mahanap yung derivative ng arctangent? So, ang derivative po ng arctangent ay mayroon pong formula na 1 over 1 plus 1 plus x squared, ay 1 plus u squared, no? 1 plus u squared multiplied by yung derivative ng kanyang argument na du dx, or derivative of u with respect to x. So, identify muna natin kung ano yung u. Ang value po ng ating u is yung value ng argument natin na nandyan. Yan ay 1 plus 4w. Okay, 1 plus 4w. And then, ating u. Then next, ano naman yung ating magiging du? So, sa case na to, magiging du with respect to w. Ang ating du is derivative ng 1, 0. Ang derivative ng 4w is 4. So, the answer is 4. And then, sa substitute lang po natin siya. Ang mangyayari, pag sinubstitute natin yan, for derivative of y with respect to w, that is equal to, copy lang natin yung formula, and then replace lang natin yung u with 1 plus 4w squared times du dw times du dw. Tama lang pala to. Du dx siya sa formula. Okay, so case na to du dw kasi w yung variable natin, which is equal to 4. And then, evaluate lang natin siya. So, 4 times 1, that is equal to 4. And then, copy lang yung 1 plus, okay, 1 plus 4w squared. So, square the first term. 1 squared is 1. Twice the product of the first and the second term. So, 1 times 4w is 4w times 2, magiging 8w. And then, square lang natin yung last term. So, 4w squared is 16w squared. Okay, 16w squared. Then, ito yung magiging 4 over 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 8w plus 16w squared. And then, dy dw is equal to, yung 4 sa itaas, pwede natin siyang i-factor out as 2 times 2. And then, dito naman sa denominator, kung mapapansin nyo, ito po ay divisible by 2. Kasi 2, 8, and 16. Yung numerical coefficient. So, factor out yung 2. Magiging 1 plus 4w plus 8w squared. And then, 2 over 2 is cancelled out. So, ang matitira po dito ay 2 over 1 plus 4w plus 8w squared. So, ito po yung ating magiging dy dw. Ito po yung ating final answer. Okay? Next po tayo. Ayan, next example tayo. So, for our next example, we have a function y which is equal to arc cosecant of x over 2. So, ano ba yung formula para sa ating derivative ng arc cosecant? So, ang derivative po ng arc cosecant is equal to, dahil merong co siya sa unahan, so that is negative 1 over u square root of u squared minus 1 times derivative of u with respect to x, o yung derivative ng kanyang argument. So, identify muna natin yung kanyang u, o yung kanyang argument. The argument is equal to x over 2. So, ano yung magiging du dx natin, or the du? So, ang ating magiging du dx, since ang x over 2, that is equal to 1 over 2 times x. So, derivative of 1 half times x is equal to, okay, 1 half na lang siya via power rule. So, meron na tayong u and then du dx. Pwede na natin ngayon mahanap yung derivative niya. So, y prime is equal to, copy lang natin, negative 1. And then, times u. Ang value ng u natin ay x over 2 square root of, yan ay u squared minus 1. So, u squared is equal to x over 2 squared minus 1. So, this is equal to negative 1 all over x over 2. And then, sa ilalim ng square root, x over 2 squared. So, x times x is x squared 2 times 2 is 4. So, x squared over 4 yung squared ng x over 2. Then, minus 1. So, paano natin ito masisimplify? Para masimplify natin siya, ang pwede natin gawin dyan is, simplify muna natin yung denominator. So, 4 times 1. Then, yung 1 kasi na to, ang over niyan ay 1. Then, 1 times x squared. And then, 4 times 1. So, unahin mo natin yung 1 times x squared. Negative 1. Negative 1 over x over 2, no? So, meron tayong x over 2 sa part na to. Etong x over 2 na to is pwede na po yung mag-reciprocal. So, magiging times 2 over x. Nag-reciprocal siya kasi naka-fraction yung denominator. So, pag naka-divide, i-reciprocal and then multiply. So, pwede siya maging 2 over x. Multiplied by, okay, so 1 times x squared is x squared. 4 times negative 1, negative 4. Then 4 times 1 is 4. So, nasa ilalim yan lahat ng square root. So, next natin na pwedeng gawin dito, may nakalimutan pala ako ilagay, okay? So, nakalimutan kong ilagay. So, based sa formula, di ba, is negative 1 over u square root of u squared minus 1 times du dx. So, dito nailagay natin yung negative 1 over x over 2 square root of x over 2 squared minus 1. So, ang kulang natin dito is yung du dx na 1/2. So, di ko siya nailagay times 1/2. So, ibig sabihin na ito, kulang din siya ng 1/2. Yan. So, ihabol na lang natin. So, kulang na ng du dx. So, naihabol naman. So, next natin pwedeng gawin dyan is negative 1 times 2. That is equal to negative 2. And then, times x. Then, yung nasa loob ng square root, diba meron siyang denominator na 1/4. So, actually, pwede po natin yang i-factor out. 1/4 times x squared minus 4. And then, yung 1/4, pwede siyang makalabas sa square root. And times 1/2 pa pala. Times 1/2. So, magiging negative 2. Magiging negative 2 over. Yung 1/4, pwede siyang makalabas sa loob ng square root. So, magiging x times, pag nakalabas yung 1/4, yung square root ng 1/4 is 1/2. Kasi ang square root ng 1 is 1. Ang square root ng 4 is 2. So, ang square root ng 1/4 is 1/2. Multiplied by x squared minus 4 times yung du dx natin na 1/2. Since may 1/2 sa itaas, may 1/2 sa ibaba, so yung dalawang 1/2 na yan magka-cancelled out. So yung matitira na lang dyan para sa ating y prime is equal to negative 2 over square root of x squared minus 4. So, ito po yung final answer. So, dito wala namang problema. Basta kabisado mo lang yung formula. Next tayo. Example number 4. So, for example number 4, meron tayong given na arctangent squared of x cubed. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? Ibig sabihin po niyan, y is equal to arctangent. Ang kanyang argument ay x cubed. And then, yung ating arctangent ay naka raised to squared. So that's arctangent squared of x cubed. So paano natin ito masasagutan? Para masagutan natin siya, kailangan nating malaman yung derivative ng arctangent of u. So ang derivative po ng arctangent of u is equal to 1 over 1 plus u squared times the derivative of argument du dx. So yan yung kanyang formula. So based rito sa expression na to, ito po ay naka-raise sa 2. So ibig sabihin, kapag tinignan mo yung function sa outside, yan ay power rule. And then yung inside niya, inverse trigonometric. So ang una natin gagawin dyan, para mahanap yung kanyang derivative, apply muna natin yung power rule. So 2 times, ibababa yung exponent, copy yung base, arctangent of x cubed. And then ito ay magiging 2 minus 1 which is equal to 1. So dahil 1 na lang siya, pwedeng nang wag ilagay. For the sake of discussion, iwan na lang natin yan dyan. And then times yung derivative ng inside via chain rule. So kailangan natin mag-chain rule, derivative ng inside. Ano ngayon yung derivative ng kanyang inside? So lumalabas dyan, yung u natin is x cubed. Then yung magiging du dx natin is equal to 3x squared. So derivative po ng inside dito, sundan lang natin yung ating formula. So that is 1 over 1 plus ang u po natin na x cubed. So magiging x raised to 6 yan. X cubed raised to 2 is x raised to 6. Or ilagay ko na lang para maintindihan, no? So, x cubed na naka-squared which is equal to x raised to 6 times yung derivative ng kanyang argument which is equal to 3x squared. So, via chain rule ulit. And then, simplify lang natin ito. Y prime is equal to y prime is equal to 2 times arctan of x cubed times 1 times 3x squared. So ito lahat yung pagmumultiply natin. Itong 2, ito, tsaka itong 1, and then ito. So natin yung 2 times 1 times 3x squared. Ang sagot ay 6x squared. And then, copy lang natin yung arctangent of x cubed. So, di naman natin yan makukombine. So, si 2, si arctangent of x cubed times 1 times 3x squared. And then, copy natin yung denominator. 1 plus x cubed raised to 2 is x raised to 6. Since wala na tayong makukombine, ito na po yung final answer. Okay. Next po tayo. Next naman natin is y is equal to arcsine of hyperbolic tangent of 4x. So ano nga ba yung derivative ng ating inverse trigonometric na arcsine? So ang kanyang derivative po ay 1 over square root of 1 minus u squared times du dx. Or after mong makuha ito, multiply mo lang sa argument niya. So ano pa yung lumalabas na u sa case na to? Ang lumalabas po na value ng u natin is hyperbolic tangent of 4x. Then ano naman yung magiging du natin with respect to x? Ang derivative ng hyperbolic tangent is hyperbolic secant squared of x. Hyperbolic secant squared of 4x times yung kanyang inside. So, derivative ng 4x is 4. So, 4 secant hyperbolic secant squared of 4x yung ating magiging du. Huwag kalimutan mag-chain rule. And then next, lagay po natin siya sa equation, ano? So, y prime is equal to 1. And then, square root of 1 minus u squared. So, ang u po natin ay hyperbolic tangent of 4x. So, magiging, dahil naka u squared yan, so magiging hyperbolic tangent squared of 4x. Times yung derivative ng kanyang argument. So, ang derivative ng kanyang argument ay 4 hyperbolic secant squared of 4x. Then, tingnan po natin yung loob ng denominator. Ang loob ng denominator, kung mapapansin natin, meron po yung identity sa hyperbolic. So, ano nga ba yung Pythagorean identity natin sa hyperbolic? Diba yung Pythagorean identity natin, yung pinaka-mean dyan is yung hyperbolic cosine squared of theta na lang gagamitin ko, no? Theta minus hyperbolic sine of theta is equal to 1. So, cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta is equal to 1. So, para mapalabas natin tong 1 minus hyperbolic tangent squared theta, which is 4x yung theta natin sa case na yan, so, pwede natin siyang ma-derive. So, para mapalabas yung hyperbolic tangent, saan natin siya i-divide both sides? Itong both side of equation, pwede natin siyang i-divide sa hyperbolic sine squared of theta. So, bakit hyperbolic sine squared of theta? Kasi cosine squared theta over sine squared theta is so, I think, ano pala to? Cotangent. So, cotangent. So, baliktad pala, no? So, ang gawin natin, divide natin siya sa cosine. So, divide natin siya sa cosine squared of theta. So, cosine, kaya ito ginamit natin, dahil yung sine squared theta over cosine squared theta, ang lalabas dyan ay tangent squared theta. So, cosine squared theta over cosine squared theta, that is equal to 1. Hyperbolic sine squared theta over hyperbolic cosine squared theta. So, yan ay hyperbolic tangent squared of theta. Then, equal to 1 over hyperbolic cosine squared theta. So, di ba sa trigo ang reciprocal ng cosine ay secant. So, ganun din sa hyperbolic. So, dahil naka-squared ito, so magiging hyperbolic secant squared of theta. So, ngayon, yung 1 minus hyperbolic tangent squared of theta is equal to secant squared or hyperbolic secant squared of theta. So, kung meron po tayong value ng theta na 4x, so 1 minus tan squared 4x, that is equal to sec squared 4x din siya. Maging sec squared 4x. So, itong loob ng numerator natin na to, pwede na ngayon natin siyang palitan kasi 1 tan squared 4x, so equal raw siya sa sec squared 4x. So, papalitan natin siya ng hyperbolic secant squared of 4x. So, itong expression pala natin na to, pwede po siyang maging, okay, so yung 4 secant squared of 4x, i-multiply lang natin yan. So, magiging 4 hyperbolic secant squared of 4x. Multiply lang natin siya sa 1 na nasa numerator. Kasi numerator times numerator. Then yung over neto, di ba, is 1. So, 1 times ito. Pero sa case na to, yung nasa loob ng square root, papalitan po natin siya ng square root of, kasi nga siya ay equal sa hyperbolic secant squared of 4x. Okay, times 1 yung mangyayari kasi 1 yung over ng isa. So, ito ay magiging So ito ay magiging 4 hyperbolic secant squared of 4x over yung square root of secant squared of 4x is magiging secant 4x na lang siya. And then, mapapansin natin, magkamukha yung numerator sa denominator. So, secant squared of 4x over secant of 4x. So, matitira na lang dito, maka-cancelled out yan. Ang matitira na lang dito ay secant of 4x. Kasi naka-squared siya, yung isa naman sa ilalim, nakamukha niya ay hindi, naka-raise lang siya sa 1. So, mababawasan yung exponent niya, magiging isa. Secant of 4x. So, ang sagot, 4 times yung secant of 4x. 4 times hyperbolic secant of 4x. Ito po yung magiging y prime natin. So, ito ngayon yung final answer. Okay, next po tayo. Okay, so next naman natin, y is equal to quantity 1 plus x squared multiplied by the arctangent of x minus x. So, kulitin yung kanyang derivative. Yung first term niyan ay ito. So, yung first term niya naka-product rule. And then, yung second term, x lang. So, derivative ng x is 1. Madali lang yung second term. So, unahin natin yung first term dahil naka-product rule. So, isulat muna natin yung unahan. 1 plus x squared. Quantity 1 plus x squared. And then, derivative ngayon ni arctangent of x. So, ano yung derivative ng arctangent of x? Sulat yung unahan, derivative ng katabi. So, ang derivative ni arctangent of x is 1 over 1 plus x squared. Kasi argument niya dyan x. So, x squared lang din. Times du dx. So, ang du dx niya, derivative ng argument niya, which is x, is simply 1. Ito yung kanya magiging du dx. Plus, isulat ngayon yung ang pangalawa, si arctangent of x multiplied by yung derivative ng kanyang katabi. So, ang derivative naman ni 1 plus x squared is 0 plus 2x. Or simply magiging 2x na lang dahil wala namang value ang 0. So, once natapos na yung product rule, product rule natin yung first term dito. Next naman natin yung second term. Itong si negative x. So, ang derivative naman ni negative x is, so, pwedeng copy yung minus and the derivative ni x is 1. And then, ayusin lang natin yung equation. So, y prime is equal to 1 plus x squared times 1 times 1 ulit na nasa labas, times 1 ulit rito na nasa labas, over 1 plus x squared. So, kung mapapansin natin, parehas lang to 1 plus x squared over 1 plus x squared cancelled out. So, magiging 1 and 1 yan. Kasi madi-divide. So, 1 times 1 times 1 over 1, the answer is 1. Eh, mayroong minus 1 dito. So, 1 kasi ito, yung sagot rito is 1. Pero merong minus 1 dito sa dulo. So, 1 minus 1 is 0. So, cancelled out sila. So, mawawala itong first term na to. Kasi mamaminus rin naman siya rito sa pangalawa. So, yung matitira na lang dyan ay ito. So, ano yung natira dyan? Ang natira ay 2x times arctangent of x. So, that is the final answer. 2x times arctangent of x. So, ganyan na siya kasimple. Okay, next po tayo. Okay, next naman natin, meron tayong given na arctangent of x over y is equal to x minus y. So, based pa lang sa format na itong function na to, ito po ay implicit. So, dahil implicit function nito, ang gagamitin natin dyan, implicit differentiation. So, unahin natin itong arctangent of x over y. Ano yung derivative nito? Kasi walang problema sa nasa kanan. Ang derivative ng x minus y, madali lang kunin. E, paano yung derivative ng arctangent of x over y? So, ang gagawin po natin dyan is, kunin mo natin yung derivative ng arctangent of x over y. So, ba't natin kukunin kanyang derivative? Kasi ito lang naman yung complicated na part. So, unahin natin to, isalpak na lang siya mamaya. So, ang derivative niyan, di ba meron yung formula na 1 over 1 plus x squared times du dx. Or sa case kasi na to, ano pala to? Hindi siya x squared. So, u. 1 plus u squared times du dx. So, ang u natin dyan is x over y. So, yung u natin, x over y. So, ano yung magiging du? Dahil naka-quotient yan, apply natin yung quotient rule. So, sulat si y, low d high minus high d low over low squared. So, y times derivative ni x, which is 1. Minus, sulat si x, derivative ni y prime, over y squared. So, yung du natin is equal to y minus xy prime over y squared. So, ngayon, ang derivative ni arctangent of x over y is equal to, so, dati yung formula, 1 over 1 plus u squared, diba? So, u squared, ang magiging u squared natin dyan ay x squared over y squared. Kasi x over y squared is x squared over y squared. So, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, x times x is x squared, y times y is y squared. And then, next, times du dx. So, ang du dx, or yung derivative ng argument nito, di ba, derivative ng x over y, nakuha na natin siya, yung du, yan po ay y minus xy prime over y squared. So, para masagutan natin ito, ang gagawin natin, evaluate muna natin itong nasa ibaba. So, unahin natin ito. So, ano ba yung over nitong 1 na to? Di ba yung 1 na tong over niyan ay 1 din? So, ito, 1 times y squared. So, ang sagot y squared. And then, 1 times x squared plus x squared over 1 times y squared, which is y squared, times ito guys yung ito yung pinaka division nitong fraction na to. Naka-fraction yung denominator, single number lang yung numerator, times y minus xy prime over y squared. Ito kasi naka 1 over, tapos naka-fraction yung iyong denominator. So, pwede siyang mag-reciprocal. So, ito ay magiging y squared over, pag nag-reciprocal siya, y squared plus x squared times y minus xy prime over y squared. So, y squared over y squared cancelled out. So, ang matitira dyan is y minus xy prime over y squared plus x squared. So, ito kasi magiging 1 na to. Ito naman magiging 1. So, 1 times yung y minus xy prime. So, y minus xy prime. Yung nasa denominator naman, y squared plus x squared times 1 is y squared plus x squared. So, ito yung derivative ng arctangent of xy. Derivative ng arctangent of x over y ito. So, ngayon, nakuha na natin yung derivative ng arctangent of x over y. So, balikan natin itong expression na to. Para masagutan natin to, kailangan natin ma-derivative yung kaliwa. So, yung function lang naman sa kaliwa is arctangent of x over y. So, ang sagot dyan natin kanina is y minus xy prime over y squared plus x squared is equal to, ano naman itong derivative nung nasa kanan? Ang derivative po ng x is 1. Ang derivative naman ng y, so copy yung minus, and the derivative ng y is y prime. And then, ang next po natin gagawin dyan is cross multiply. So, di ba ito, ang denominator niyan is 1. So, cross multiply natin siya. So, magiging 1 times y minus xy prime is y minus xy prime. Then, ito naman sa kabila, cross multiply. Cross multiply yan kasi may equals yan. So, fraction equals a fraction. So, cross multiply yung gagawin. Y squared plus x squared times 1. Ang sagot po natin dyan is y squared plus x squared. Minus y prime times y squared plus x squared. And then, pagsamahin lahat ng merong y prime. So, dito magiging minus xy prime. And then, lilipat natin to sa kabila. Itong buo na to. So, magiging plus y times y squared plus x squared is equal to, yung may iwan dito ay y squared plus x squared. And then, itong y na to, lilipat sa kabila, magiging minus y. Nakalala ko yung y prime dito. The next, factor out natin yung y prime. So, y prime is equal to, y prime times, pag pinactor out natin yan, magiging negative x plus y squared plus x squared. Tinanggal yung y prime sa kanilang dalawa. So, ito yung sa first term, negative x yung may iwan. Yung second term naman, y squared plus x squared. So, bakit plus yung pagitan nila? Kasi yung naka-plus dito. Is equal to y squared plus x squared minus y. So, divide both sides by negative x plus y squared plus x squared. Ito naman sa kabila, minus x plus y squared plus x squared. Pag dinivide natin, cancelled out. So, mangyayari, y prime is equal to y squared plus x squared minus y. Ito namang nasa denominator, ayusin na lang natin to as y squared plus x squared minus x. Pinagbaliktad ko lang, yung negative x nilipat ko rito sa unahan na to. So, ito, y squared plus x squared minus x. So, pares lang naman yan. So, ngayon, ito po yung ating final answer. And kung mapapansin natin, pares lang yan dun sa nilagay ko sa nasa itaas. So, x squared plus y squared minus y. So, tama naman, x squared plus y squared minus y. Magkakaiba lang ng pwesto. Denominator naman niya, x squared plus y squared minus x. X squared plus y squared minus x. So, ito po yung sagot para sa derivative ng arctangent of xy. X over y is equal to x minus y. So, apply lang natin yung inverse and then implicit rule. And then, yung derivative ng naka-per term. Okay, next po tayo. Okay, next number. So, for the next number, meron ulit tayong implicit function dito. So, arc sine of x over y plus arc cosine of y over x is equal to 1. So, kapag nagde-derivative tayo, di ba, ng ganito, unahin yung kaliwa and then next yung kanan. So, ito, meron tayong 1, 2, yung sa kaliwa, dalawang term, yung sa kanan, isang term lang, 1 lang. So, pag nagde-derivative tayo, per term naman yung ginagawa natin. Ibig sabihin, hanapin natin yung derivative ni sine of x over y. And then, copy yung plus. Isunod natin yung derivative ni arc cosine of y over x. And then, equal natin sa derivative ni 1 which is 0. So, para hindi po siya masyadong madami, pag sinulat, isa-isahin natin mag-derivative. So, unahin muna natin yung derivative ni arc sine of x over y. Unahin natin siya. So, ang derivative po ni arc sine of x over y. So, ano ba yung derivative ni sine? May formula yan. Formula niyan ay 1 over square root of 1 minus u squared times du dx. Para kay arc sine. So, yung u mo dyan is x over y. So, therefore, ang derivative niyan ay 1 para kay arc sine to, This for arcsine of x over y. Yung kanyang derivative. So, yan ay 1 over square root of 1 minus u squared. So, ano yung maging u squared natin dyan? That is x squared over y squared. Times yung du dx o yung derivative ng kanyang argument. So, yung derivative ng kanyang argument na x over y, apply natin yung quotient rule. So, y times 1, low d high, minus high d low. So, x times y prime over low squared, y squared. So, yung sagot, numerator times numerator, that is y minus xy prime. So, 1 times yung buong quantity na to. So, y minus xy prime. The next is denominator. So, para sa denominator, square root of 1 minus x squared over y squared. So, magiging y squared times square root of 1 minus x squared over y squared. So, ito po yung kanyang magiging derivative ni arcsine of x over y. And then, next naman natin yung derivative ni arc cosine of y over x. So, ang formula naman yan, same lang dun sa arcsine, magiging negative lang. So, ito ay magiging negative 1 over square root of 1 minus u squared. So, ang u squared natin sa case na to is y squared over x squared. Nag-negative lang siya, pero same pa rin yung formula. Times yung du dx natin. So, para sa ating du dx, that is equal to low d high. So, x times y prime minus high d low. So, y times 1 all over low squared, so x squared. Then, apply natin yung multiplication ng fraction. Numerator times numerator. Negative 1 times xy prime minus y. So, yan ay magiging negative xy prime plus magiging plus y over yung nasa loob ng square root times yung x squared. So, magiging x squared times 1 minus y squared over x squared. So, ito yung derivative ng ating arc cosine of y over x. So, sulat lang natin siya rito sa itaas. So, para kay arcsine, y minus xy prime over y squared, square root of 1 minus x squared over y squared. And then, para naman kay cosine, para kay arc cosine, ang sagot naman sa kanya, negative xy prime plus y over x squared, square root of 1 minus y squared over x squared. So, yung nasa kaliwa, yan yung kay arcsine. Yung sa kanan yung kay arc cosine. So, delete ko lang itong mga nandito. So, ngayon, pag ginanap natin yung derivative nito via implicit differentiation, itong derivative na ito, via implicit. So, natin yung kay arcsine. So, magiging sagot natin dyan is y minus xy prime over y squared, the square root of 1 minus x squared over y squared. Then, copy lang yung operation na plus negative of xy prime plus y over x squared, the square root of 1 minus y squared over x squared is equal to, copy yung equals, ang derivative ng 1 ay 0. Okay, so medyo complicated po itong algebraic na ito. So ang gagawin natin is ganito. Etong si 1 minus x squared over y squared, itong nasa square root na ito, gawin natin siyang s sub 1. Ito namang si 1 minus y squared minus x squared, gawin natin siyang s sub 2. So, s sub 1 is equal to square root of 1 minus x squared over y squared. So, pag in-evaluate natin yan, so di ba ang denominator nito ay 1. So, 1 times y squared. So, yan ay magiging square root of y squared. 1 times x squared. So, minus x squared. 1 times y squared. Yan ay magiging y squared. And ito, pwede kasi natin paghiwalayin yan, no? Kasi meron tayong fraction dyan. So, pwede siyang magiging square root of y squared minus x squared over square root of y squared. So, magiging sagot, square root of y squared minus x squared over, ang square root naman ng y squared is y. Ang square root po ng y squared is y. So, therefore, yung ating s sub 1 is equal na siya sa y squared minus x squared over y. So, ito yung ating s sub 1, ano? Yung s sub 1 natin na square root of 1 minus x squared over y squared is equal din siya sa equal din siya sa square root of y squared minus x squared all over y. So, delete natin itong kay s sub 1. Next naman natin si s sub 2. So, ililit natin na yung ating s sub 2 is equal to square root of 1 minus y squared over x squared. The denominator nito is 1. So, 1 times x squared. S sub 2 is equal to square root of x squared. 1 times y squared. So, copy yung minus. 1 times y squared is y squared. 1 times x squared. So, ang sagot ay x squared. Then, ito, pwede natin itong i-write as square root of x squared minus y squared all over square root of magiging square root of x squared, which is equal to square root of x squared minus y squared over, ang square root ng x squared is x. Pwede nating i-write si s sub 2. Okay, yung s sub 2 naman natin is equal to square root of 1 minus y squared over x squared. So, s sub 2 is equal to square root of x squared minus y squared over x. And then, mula sa expression na yan, ang gagawin natin dyan, papalitan natin yan ng S1 tsaka S2. So, magiging ganito siya. So, y minus xy prime over y squared times s sub 1. And then, ito, pag nilipat natin yan sa kabila, magiging, ito, pag nilipat ito sa kabila, silang lahat, yung second term na ito. So, yan ay magiging So, ito ay magiging negative of negative xy prime. Kasi plus yan kanina, di ba? Plus y all over x squared times s sub 2. And then, pag dinisibute natin yung negative, kasi may negative dito. So, ito magiging positive. Pag dinisibute natin negative. And then, ito naman magiging negative ito. And then, mawawala na to pag dinisibute natin. So, positive xy prime minus y over x sub 2, x squared times s sub 2. So, meron tayong fraction na meron tayo ritong fraction. And then, meron siyang equal sa pagitan nila. So, i-apply natin dyan, cross multiply. So, magiging x squared y s sub 2 minus x cube s sub 2 times y prime is equal to, yung sa kabila naman, ito naman magiging x y squared s sub 1, xy squared s sub 1 y prime minus y cube s sub 1. And then, combine natin lahat ng merong y prime. So, dahil ito positive, ito naman negative. So, gawin natin yung ito na lang yung ililipat natin sa kabila. So, magiging xy squared s sub 1 y prime plus x cube s sub 2 y prime. Then, yung may iwan dyan ay si x squared y s sub 2. Then, ito naman lilipat sa kabila. Ito. So, yan ay magiging positive. So, ito siya. Positive y cube s sub 1. And then, factor out lang natin dito yung dyan yung y prime. Kapag pinactor out natin si y prime, so ibahin ko lang yung kulay. Pag pinactor out natin si y prime, so yan ay magiging y prime times xy squared s sub 1 plus x cube s sub 2 is equal to, yung kabila naman, ito yung inuna ko, nalagay ko na siya sa kaliwa. Pinactor out lang dyan si y prime, xy squared s1 plus x cube s2. Then ito naman, copy lang natin yan. Y cube s1 plus x squared y s sub 2 all over. Divide natin to both sides by xy squared s sub 1 plus x cube s sub 2. So, xy squared s sub 1 plus x cube s sub 2. So, pag dinivide, magiging 1 or cancelled out. So, y prime is equal to y cube s sub 1 plus x squared y s sub 2 over xy squared s sub 1 plus x cube times s sub 2. And then, ano yung common dito ng numerator tsaka ng denominator? So, yung common sa numerator tsaka sa denominator, ang numerator muna, yung common sa numerator is y. Ang common naman sa denominator ay x naman. So, ito buburahin ko na rin ito. So, factor out natin yung common sa numerator. So, y prime is equal to y times y squared times s1 plus x squared s2 na lang siya. Matatanggal yung y. over, yung common naman sa denominator is x. So, x times y squared s1 plus x cubed s2. Okay, so y squared s1 plus x squared s2 over y squared s1 plus x cubed s2. So kung mapapansin natin, yung y ay yung nasa taas, yung katabi ni y is eto y squared s1 plus x squared s2. Yung sa denominator naman, x times y squared s1 plus x cubed s2, s sub 2. Mapapansin natin, magkamukha lang yung wait. Ito pala magiging x na lang to, magiging x squared ito. Pag factor out natin siya, ito magiging x squared. Bawasan siya ng x. Okay, so mapapansin natin, magkamukha yung numerator tsaka yung denominator sa case na to. So pag dinivide natin yung dalawang yan, maka-cancelled out. So y prime is equal to y over x. So actually mahaba yung sagot dyan, no? Kapag sinubstitute mo yan. Pero maka-cancelled out kasi siya. So, y prime is equal to, kanina, nung hindi pa natin siya sinubstitute, hindi pa natin siya cancelled out, I mean. So, y times, ang sagot talaga dyan ay y squared times s sub 1. So, yung s sub 1 natin ay equal to square root of y squared minus x squared all over y plus x sub 2 times s sub 2 naman. Ito naman magiging yung s sub 2 naman niya ay square root of x squared minus y squared over x. And then over x times y squared yan, di ba? So y squared times s sub 1. So, square root of y squared minus x squared over y plus x squared times s sub 2 natin na square root of x squared minus y squared over x. So, burahin ko lang ito. So, mangyari, y prime is equal to y times, ito, y squared, and then may y, so magiging y na lang ito. Ito naman, x squared, and then may x, magiging x na lang yan. Ito, y squared, and then y, magiging y, x squared, tsaka may x, magiging x na lang yan. So, yung sagot dyan ay y times y square root of y squared minus x squared plus x times x squared minus y squared all over. Ito namang isa, x multiplied by y times square root of y squared minus x squared plus x times x squared minus y squared. So, ito yung magiging final answer niya kung sakali. At mapapansin nga natin na magkamukha yung isa sa numerator, isa sa denominator. So, cancelled out. Ang matitira dyan ay y prime. So, yan po yung reason kaya ang ginawa ko, nagkaroon ako ng S1 tsaka S sub 2. Kasi kapag in-evaluate natin yan, simula kanina, ang dami nating isusulat. So, para ma-reduce yung mga sinusulat natin, ginawa na lang natin siyang another representation, which is S1 tsaka S2. Then, tsaka na lang siya i-substitute sa dulo. So anyway, cancelled out ito. Kaya matitira dyan is yung y over x. So ito talaga yung ating final answer. Okay, so tingnan natin yung kasunod. Okay, so meron sana tayong number 7 for implicit differentiation. So, kaya lang, itong problem na to is medyo napakahaba ng kanyang solution. So, hindi po siya ganun ka daling maisulat dito, no? So, skip natin tong number 7. So, yun lang po para sa differentiation of inverse trigonometric function. Then, kung mayroong mga concerns and queries, so pwedeng magtanong or mag-message na lang sa akin. So, thank you for listening.